Okay, this video goes over V-ups. V-ups is a core exercise. Start on your back, legs out in front, arms up behind, just like this. So try to get your legs together, and then in the next step, bring your arms and legs up like you're closing a book. Right? So try to keep your legs straight, as straight as you can. I could do a better job locking my knees out. So try to keep your legs as straight as you can and push your feet against each other. Okay? Notice how my legs and body all come up at the same time. So it's like I'm slamming a book shut. Okay? So it's all one movement. A lot of the time you'll see people do legs first, then upper body, or upper body, then legs. So it's all at once. Come down all at once at the same time too. So honestly, a lot of part of this is coordination. Notice how my heels aren't touching the ground. So this makes the movement just a little bit more difficult. What it does is it helps reinforce a tight core. So if this is too hard for you, you can lower your feet to the ground and just kind of give yourself like a quick millisecond of a rest there. But if you want to make it more challenging, don't let those heels hit the ground, but bring them as close to the ground as you can. So what I'm doing now, I'm reaching for my toes. So you have two options here. You can reach for your toes. So if this does a good job of activating your core, and if you can do it, awesome. Now I'm going to rewind it. What I was doing before was I was reaching forward. So this can kind of go both ways, as in making it harder or easier. Reaching forward, in a way, it could make the V-up harder as compared to just reaching for your toes. So reaching forward, if you're a really flexible person and reaching for your toes just really isn't that much range of motion for you, and you feel like you could do more to make it harder, you can go up like this and then reach as far forward as you can past your knees, like I am right now. Just really reach far forward, and then your legs, your face and legs will get pretty close to each other if you're a flexible person. So on the other side, if you can't quite reach your toes, but you can do the movement okay, maybe you're not as flexible, maybe your core is not as strong, you can also do this, and you'll see that you're still engaging your core, and your face and legs in that case probably won't get very close to each other, but you can just reach forward past your knees. It's the same effect. So in the end, the big picture here is to try to do the variation that is challenging enough for you. So if it feels too easy, that's pretty easy to guess, right? If you do 20 reps of this and you're like, well, that wasn't very hard, or even 10 reps and you're like, oh, that wasn't very hard, you know, just pick one where you can get a better contraction of the core muscles. So there I start reaching for my toes. So another variation, you can do alternating single leg V-ups. Same story, reach past the knees, or you can reach for the toes. Also notice there, when I was doing the single legs, so I'm keeping the leg that's down, I'm keeping it off the ground a little bit. So same thing as before, that just reinforces a little more core contraction. So, however, again, if this is too difficult, you can let one leg rest on the ground while you squeeze your core to come up on the other side. Okay, a couple more things. I know there's a lot of variations here, but it's good to know. Notice how my entire back is coming off the ground. So, like we said before, right? These are called V-ups. V-shape. V-ups. So yes, you're trying to make a V out of your body. These are pretty challenging. If you don't have the core strength to do this, and you'll know because you won't be able to do the exercise, you can do this without getting your entire back off the ground. So right now my entire back is off the ground, right? My legs are off the ground as well. So what you could do is basically just like when you do a crunch, just sit up off the ground a little bit by squeezing your abs. So your upper body will be kind of on the ground like mine is right now, while your legs are up, but your arms would be reaching forward. Does that make sense? So my legs are down in this visual right now, but my back is pretty much on the ground. So in the case that I'm trying to explain, you can just do a crunch version of this, where your body is still on the ground, but your legs are up. So this is what it would look like as opposed to the V up like this, right? So your back would still be on the ground. That's another way you could do another variation of this exercise while still working your core, even if you're not strong enough to do it like this, okay? So there you go. That's V-ups.